Hi guys, in this video I will show you two basic maintenance operations that you can do on your BMW K75 or K100. These are intake manifold related maintenance operations, meaning that they are related with breather hoses basically, which can affect the performance of the intake of the air that is rushing into the engine. So the first thing that I was noticing, it was like the idle was not ideal. I was okay, this can get a little bit better. So what I did is a quick inspection around the bike, and I found out that the breather hose from the engine to the intake box before the throttles was completely busted. You can see it here. It is full of debris and gunk, which means that it has been cracked and leaking oil and vapors from the engine to the intake. This is the spare part number 1460480. I got it from a BMW dealer. It was around 20 euros, but I'm assuming that you can also make it with gardening material probably. This is the comparison that I make with the old one. As you can see, the part, as I told you, it is completely gone, and it was leaking air. So now we are going to install it. Bear in mind the orientation, just to be sure, and just to be sure that it fits perfectly, and now and the hose is properly installed, as you can see here. Okay, now I'm testing, but I don't see much difference, to be honest. But I mean, it's a nice maintenance thing to do, anyways. After this operation, I decided to check more things in the bike, and I noticed that that this breather pipe from the fuel tank was full of debris and gunk. This was also clogging the reservoir or the pickup reservoir that goes next to it and drains the vapors to the soil, to the floor. I pull it away and I push the debris with a screwdriver, as you can see now, but you can see that it was fully clogged and no ventilation was possible. This ventilation is crucial for air and fuel flowing around the tank for a nice engine performance. As you can see, I cleaned it with water too and made sure that the water was flowing nicely. I installed it back, but before I cut the tip of the tube that was going back to the floor, and I made sure that there were no cracks in the plastic tube. You can see here the flat line that I managed to get. Here's another angle of the debris in the fuel tank before cleaning it all along. One other thing that you can consider is the fuel tank gasket, that sometimes if you do maintenance in the fuel tank, then maybe you don't assemble it correctly, and the gasket, which is very old by the way, obstructs the breather also. In my case it was okay, but I double checked it. You can see here that I was giving a good finish into the pipes that were exiting the fuel tank. And one last comproval or check that you can do is blow compressed air into this breather pipe and see if it goes all the way around. You can put your hand in the other part, in the other side of the tank, and see also if air is flowing nicely. As you can see, these are two basic maintenance operations that are really cheap to do and in theory will help the engine run smoother. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.